Hello everyone, my name is Will and welcome back to Sprocket once more. Yes, it has been a small while, but for good reason, I'd like to say. I graduated and also got a job. So, all of those things combined, I'd say it was quite an important, thing has happened. However, regardless, you don't care about any of that. You want to see some tanks. I want to see some tanks. I've been working a lot. Let's just make some tanks. And what I've not done is really give a good shot at building a stupid landship from the interwar period, which has no place existing, frankly. And so I'm gonna do it. I've got like 3 hours that I can fill by building a landship. So let's build a landship, why not? Hello, post-commentary Will here, and I hope you enjoyed that slightly unusual introduction. And before I forget, I'm just going to quickly say this channel now has a Discord. It's been up for 3 or 4 videos now. You can join that through a link in the description of this video. You can just talk to people and get an idea of where I am during my small absences from YouTube, which happen every now and then because of life things. That's available, and I'm building a silly landship. Yes, this build, it really nearly beat me, this one. This was a difficult one to put together, not because it's a particularly difficult style to pull off, it's not the easiest in the world, but because of this. As you can see, I just built all of the side skirting, and now I've got to do it again, and it just completely broke because I tried to morph the body. And I hadn't saved, so I really had to rescue this hull, which I was feeling. So, I finally got it done, and from this point on, I save fairly regularly, apart from when I'm doing this bit, which is gonna break. There. But from this point on, it breaks quite a number of times, but I save regularly enough that I don't lose a huge amount of data, apart from this one time where I get the turret how I want it to be, and then it goes wrong and I have to do it all again. And I'm sure you're noticing, rather than try and build an actual circle out of the hull, which is a real pain, this game has really small height that you can put on your turrets. It's like 0.2 of a meter. It's 20 centimeters basically, and that is just not long enough for one of these silly tanks. Hamish, if you're watching, I very strongly doubt you are, please give us bigger turret rings. I just want my turret rings to be like 2 meters long. I want neck, just more neck. That's what I want. Tank neck. Yeah, so I made do with a commander's cupola, which I thought was quite inventive. Maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just tooting my own horn a little bit there. Also on the guns, the mantler didn't quite meld in with the actual turret, so I used a machine gun to make it look like the gun was actually, connected to the turret. So I think there's some neat little things that have gone into this tank. This big tank. Neat little things gone into a big tank. We got this weird driver's port thing, which is kind of at a weird angle, and the idea of that would be that the other side, it has to be squished into one side because they've really got to fit in the transmission casing and stuff. And then on the back you've also got you've got the turret on one side, so you've got the engine on the other side, which is actually really small for the tank because there's not a lot of room, because there's a turret that has to have a turret basket there, and all the mechanisms revolving around that. And basically, I tried to think about vaguely where people and things would go in this tank. I don't know if I've succeeded. It's probably not the most realistic thing in the world, but hey, it's fun. I got the little double gun. Definitely took some inspirations from the Neuberfahrzeug here. So, yeah. You'll see how it's going to do. But yeah, that's definitely another one of these aspects of this video that nearly beat me. Whew. But, yeah, enjoy. Okay, so we have a monstrosity on our hands here. It is not exactly pretty on the eyes, but, it gets the job done. It's a landship. I've got 3 turrets, That's more turrets than you'll ever need. We've got a machine gun. We've got 2 different sights, one for each gun with presumably different ranges on them. 2 little round turrets that are mounted on the hull, which I probably should have made them circle turrets to begin with, but, you know, whatever, they're a bit jank, but we'll live with it. We got covered tracks. We've got some armor to speak of. Probably not enough, considering the size of this thing. And only 18 tons, because, you know, there's not a lot of armor on this thing. Anyway, even with that, I think we're going to struggle. So, we're going to give it a shot, and immediately we have problems on our left. I have no idea which gunner sight it's making me look through, but one of them, that's dead. Okay, the guns work. That's always a benefit when you're, you know, in a tank. And also not a guarantee in all situations. They're dead, they're dead. Where's he shooting? That one. We'll have a shot in a second. Or will we? This thing isn't exactly mobile, should we say. Not the most. So we may have a bit of a slow trek on our hands up to fight what looks to be the little French tank destroyer thing. But yes, truly. Oh, I may have done the engine RPMs wrong, actually. I just remembered I haven't adjusted them. That is a rookie mistake right there. She could be a lot quicker than this. Maybe. Okay, that's something we'll fix for the desert scenario, but we shouldn't, fingers crossed, need it here. That right there is the thing that we have yet to kill. And I don't know if I have any guns which can punch through it at this angle. So we're just going to run, basically. Oh dear. There is nowhere to run, and there's definitely no hiding on this thing. And it looks like, yeah, so it's prioritizing this front turret over my big turret with a 75, and this maneuverability is really, really bad. We're gonna have to fix it. So I'll be right back. Ah, fantastic. Yes, okay. Right, so I've raised the tank a little bit. I've put it on some higher suspension, and I've also given it, you know, proper prioritization. So this top gun is actually the primary gun now. Now, why are those enemies all shooting me and not my friend? That's a little bit frustrating. Right, can I... no, okay, right, we're just going to have to swap vehicle. It's because he's gone a little bit too close for my liking. So, hopefully, we should be a little bit better at maneuvering on tricky terrain now. We're less likely to bog down. Oh, God. Didn't realise that one was still alive. Let's get the guns aimed and open the volley of shells that come out of this thing. It is a veritable volley, which I've not split up into fire groups because it's fun. It's fun to just fire all the guns at once, really, isn't it? Oh, and our slightly incapacitated friend is still putting in a good effort. That boy, what a guy. Honestly, what a guy. And I assume we still can't track enemy tanks. So, yeah, this could be interesting, getting up close. Normally, I have mobility on my side or firepower. In this case, I really think I have neither. Great for crowd control. This tank is in many ways like a shotgun. Oh, balls. That's no good. Okay, here's another variant, this time with a silly gun, frankly. This kind of a gun would not probably be seen on an interwar tank, but we're going to need it if we want to actually win the scenario. So we've put a long-barreled 75 on the top turret, so hopefully it should pack a little bit more punch. I think this can punch through about 70 to 90 millimeters of armor, if I'm not mistaken, which is significantly better than it was before, frankly. And we've just taken a big old hit. It's taken out most of our loaders, it looks like. However, to the best of my knowledge, this top gun should still just about be clinging to life. I think that was the 75 shooting. Oh no, that was the 37. That was my own turret shooting me there. Ah, no. I think the long gun's out, so we're going to have to get in this tank and do our best to fight that, which is the Hennemore, I think, not the tank destroyer that we were fighting the other 2 times. Let's play the long game and let them come to us. We're just going to have to set some fire constraints on these rear turrets so that they don't, well, keep shooting me, frankly. Now, something interesting is going on with the 75. I don't think it's elevating, which isn't fantastic, to be entirely honest. However, fantastic or not, we don't have a choice. We got to fight, and it might not go well, but you know, desperation is good time for innovation, I think, is maybe a phrase somewhere said by someone. Not anyone important, but maybe me at some point. Go away. Go away. Die? Leave me alone, foul beast. Ow! He shot me. Maybe if I flank him? Can I flank in a tank like this? Like, this is a bit of a silly tank, but, you know, stranger things have happened. Come on. Push. Don't die. Keep pushing. Don't die. You'll be okay. I swear. Oh, I swears it. You'll be fine. We'll be home for Christmas. Oh, God. Just fill him with lead. One of these must go through. It did! Oh, my gosh. Right. Yeah. Improvements needed. However... What was that noise? I think it was my cat. Anyway, improvements needed, but we'll try and implement some of those for the desert mission, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we have the 75mm gun fixed, and the little cannons assigned to a fire group. So now we won't shoot ourselves in the back, but we do still have access to our little 37mm pea shooters. And fingers crossed, we should be a little bit more capable because of that. So, well, if we can get up a hill, which, you know, no guarantee, given this thing's slightly lackluster power. Yes. No. Okay. I'll just go around the dune, I guess. I'm basically a train with my bloomin' grip on the ground. It doesn't help that these tracks are quite thin relative to the actual vehicle itself. And also with turning, you've got the world's longest tank. It's not exactly a recipe for success. You know, there were reasons these things didn't catch on, should we say. Also, I just think this thing's a bit wide, really. I've built it a bit too wide. I'd like to go back and change that, but oh my gosh, it's a lot of work to change this hull now. I'm sure you noticed during the time-lapse me resetting quite a few times because it would just get confused. Oh, come on. Get up the hill. You can do it. Oh, I'm really not confident in that statement. Oh, God. She's slow. She's fat. She won't go. We're gonna have to up the engine on this thing. There's no other way. It cannot be this bad. Okay, that's a hell of a lot more power added. and a hell of a lot more gears added. So fingers crossed, we should be able to actually move now at a reasonable pace without just completely stopping on even the slightest incline. So fingers crossed, we should crest this without too much of an issue. Yeah, okay, that's alright. We'll get to the battle this time. We'll actually get to the combat zone. And maybe we'll be able to fire our new functional 75mm gun rather than relying on the 37s. I don't know what's come over me this episode. I've just forgotten everything. I've forgotten how to... I forgot how to tune my engine. I forgot how to, make a gun that worked. I forgot to assign the 75mm gun to a crew member so it wasn't bloomin' firing. And even through all of that, it has beaten the first level. And fingers crossed it'll beat the second. No guarantees, though. Let's be entirely honest. There's a French tank. I swear I'm clicking. I swear. Okay, the gun doesn't work. Ah, God. I knew it was too good to be true. It's always too bloomin' good to be true. There we go. Functional gun, there we go. Yeah. I forgot to put any ammo in. I was just saying. I've forgotten everything this episode. And what did I go and do? I forgot something. What? This is completely unpredictable. My lord. Right, okay. Let's win this battle and forget that this tank ever happened. Alright? None of this, up until this point, you've not seen me cock up at all. Not once in this episode. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. Don't panic. Right, let's shoot someone. I've missed. Try again. Oh, I've got him. I actually didn't actually expect that. Okay, he's dead. So you can't fire the 37 until the 75 is reloaded, which is interesting, I guess, but not the end of the world. Ow. Because realistically, it's the 75 that we're going to be using, isn't it? If we're really in trouble, we'll swap to the 37s on the front and back, but I don't think that turret 37 really has much of a purpose. Let's climb the hill and hope. Oh, that's a lot of bloody shots coming in. That's so many shots. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a lot of shots. We're going to try this one again, and this time hopefully not get absolutely massacred by a million animals. That was incredible. I didn't even know that many bloody shells were in the British arsenal. God above. That really, really peppered me there. Yeah. Our allies crumbled. I was not aware of how many of our teammates we lost, that being all of them. We only have 4. It's not a lot. And, well, we were only at 1, and that was me. So, yeah. We'll hopefully be a little bit more cautious this time. I'm used to this mission being a bit of a pushover, but I do have a tank that's about as functional as the real-life versions were. And there's one of the easier ones. Oh, God! Yep, he's dead. Completely calm and composed, as always. There's another one. Ooh. That's bounced. Okay. And... yeah. Oh, yep, that killed him, that killed him, that killed him. Ooh, God. Ooh, that's a lot of shots. That's a lot of shots coming in. Let's... ooh, I got him. I got him over the hill. What a shot. Okay. Hello, friend. That's one of our tanks there. Destroyed. Something you want to see. It's me and him. Us two. Left versus, well, approximately half the tanks that spawned in, based on the little circle in the bottom right. There's a few of them. There's that one over there as well. So let's try and get into a position where we're forcing them to come to us, because that's going to give us the best shot here. This little dip here is probably quite a good bet. If I can get my gun on target, which I can't. It's all for nothing. All for nothing. All that maneuvering. And I let myself down by just not aiming where I needed to. Oh dear. This isn't good. This is very, very not good. Let's see if we can get this Swedish tank. Bit low, bit low. Really should be using the 37s on the front and back here. Let's do exactly that. And... oh, no good. There's a Hennemore coming to cause some chaos. Let's try and actually defend against that. If we can. Yes! It's dead. Okay, let's move. Oh boy. There's that STRV causing some issues with my gun depression here. Not quite got what I need from it. Oh, can I raise the gun instead? Yes! There we go. Okay, he's gone. Oh. This leaves me with just a huge amount of enemies to beat and not an insurmountable amount of energies to beat. Energies? Energies. Why not? Is that one alive? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, God. Who's still operational? He looks very alive. Not anymore. They're alive. They're alive. And they're both shooting at me, so that's unpleasant of them, really. I'd say that's rather rude. Okay, there's one less. And one over there. He's a bit further. Oh, a bit high, a little bit high. I really wish I wasn't firing the 37 as well. It's really distracting my aim. There we go. 37 not doing what I need it to, but the 75 definitely is. There's a Hennemore. Oh, I've hit the ground. That's not good. Come on, load the shot, load the shot. Oh my god! Oh, we actually did it! Oh my god! Okay. Yes! Oh, that was... I think that's the first time in one of these videos in a long time that I've really felt challenged by one of these scenarios. So that's good stuff there. I'm happy with that. But I don't think I can take this tank any further because I'm pretty sure this is an early war scenario. And frankly, this thing just isn't suited for it. So if you would like to see me attempt some of the future scenarios by modernizing this thing, do let me know in the comments. But for now, this has been a very, very long recording session. It took a long time to build this, and it took a long time to defeat those missions. So I'm gonna call it here for this episode. Might be a little bit shorter than the rest of them, depending on how I edit it. Apologies for that. Also, if I don't mention it in the time-lapse bit, I have a Discord. Link for that will be in the description. You can join that. People just talking about tanks and other games that I have featured on this channel. And you can get an idea of basically where I am if I ever disappear for a couple of weeks, like I tend to. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you come back for more in the future. So please have a like, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. It's greatly appreciated, and yeah, it helps me know that Sprocket is something you want to see continued. Stole that one from Lathrix, and I will see you in the future. Ta-ra.